Shot by Stoudemire, no good. To the inside. Shot's good from Young.
And there's some agility as Trae Young maneuvers to the shot he wants.
Here's Gasol. Johnson with the rebound.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
Here's Gasol. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist.
Oh, what a luxury to have a big man like that who can run the floor. Gasol out there doing some damage in transition. Leaping ability is off the charts. Not the biggest power forward, but outstanding at rising up off the ground.
Memphis moving it around. Out to Stoudemire. And Trae Young gets the whistle that time.
Trae Young.
That's his first foul.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Stoudemire. Looking for Gasol. He gets it there. Hits it from three-point range.
And Jones is known to be a deadly three-point shooter. A beautiful shooting motion there on those triples. And slams it home and gets some camera time on the end of it.
He did. He spent a while up on that rim, didn't he? Stoudemire outside. Outside, Jones. From outside the arc. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
And Stoudemire has that silky smooth jumper, gets it off so quickly.
To the middle. Here's Capella.
Clint Capella.
And he drops it in from the low post.
Trae Young.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Number 10.
Now, here is Battier. And here's Miller outside. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Young with no one around. And it's off from three-point range. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. I asked Quinn Snyder what he enjoys most about coaching, and the Hawks coach said the opportunity to compete in such an intense way. Also the tactics of the game and the intellectual part of player development. It's rewarding to see and have a part in someone's growth and improvement. Kevin?
David, that's coaching, right? Growth and development. A mind for the game for sure. I've always respected Coach Snyder. Shot clock at 2. And here's Young from the arc. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Misses the jumper. On the wing, Miller. Pass to Stoudemire. Now Miller. A three-pointer is right on target.
And how fluid is Miller on those catch-and-shoot opportunities? Immediately rising up there once the ball touches his hands.
Now, here is Young. Good, and it's Johnson with the assist that time. Young's got 5 now.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Rizachet wide open. From outside, off the mark. Right side, Jones. Johnson with it. And it's Miller picking him up. And it's Rizachet missing. 6-second difference between the shot and game time. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
How about battling through the impact there and then willing that basketball in?
And Atlanta will go for a different look here. Now, here is LeVert. And stolen by Miller. Here's Jones. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
A hard-nosed defensive player. You have to like the effort Jones brings on that end, often taking on the challenge of their best offensive player.
And timeout is called by Quinn Snyder. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guy. They're planning on making a switch here.
Your Memphis Dancers.
First free throw is good. And he can't hit the second. Here's Mann. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
In last season's numbers show him at about an 83% clip, which is far better than most.
Jones for 3. And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up.
Memphis.
Grizzlies lead by 2. And we'll be back right after this. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And taking a look at the Grizzlies' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, credit their anticipation skills on the defensive end. They forced a number of turnovers.
Just playing some real gritty defense right now, just getting up in bodies and forcing a lot of turnovers.
And it's LeVert missing.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Back to Jones. Battier up top. And here's Miller outside. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on it.
And how about the recognition there from LeVert? The coaching staff will appreciate that kind of ball movement.
Miller outside. Rebound, Atlanta. To the paint. Here's Niang. Miller grabs the miss. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Grizzlies.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight. And how about that skill set that Stoudemire possesses? A lethal mix of speed and shooting. Love watching the Mighty Mouse play.
Pass to Jones. Some nice passing there by Memphis. On the wing, Miller. On the wing, Battier. A 3 ball. Shot clock at 5. And Mike Miller gets the 3. Miller's got the lead up to 7 now for the Grizzlies. On the wing, Mann. Down low. It's LeVert on the wing. Back to Okongwu. LeVert in the corner. Johnson outside. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
3.
Johnson's got 7.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Out to Battier. Pass to Stoudemire. Outside, Jones. On the wing, Battier. Launches it. Okongwu grabs the board. The Hawks trail by 4. Johnson with it. He's guarded by Battier. Here's Mann. Now here's LeVert. Scoreless thus far. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation.
Hawks substitution. Clint Capella.
Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. And Capella sends it back.
Out of bounds.
Well, that's just great timing, interfering with those long limbs. Capella with another shot block.
And so it's Young who brings it up for the Atlanta Hawks. 4-point game. And it's Capella missing. Pass to Gasol. Battier with him.
2 minutes.
Out to Stoudemire. Back to Gasol. And finished off by Gasol.
And really, Gasol just never stops attacking the boards. Just utterly relentless at pounding the glass.
Miller outside. Fires the three. For three. Good, and the assist that time by Gasol. And it's a 9-point Grizzly lead.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
Blocking foul.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Second personal foul.
Thank you, Kevin. The game is certainly going international. Commissioner Adam Silver says, with basketball's exponential growth, it's now truly a global game. Fortunate that the very best in the world want to play in a single league. And Kevin, the NBA continues to draw talent from all corners of the globe.
And David, you've been all over the globe, and the talent level undeniable.
And Young's not shying away from any shot, but especially from long range. That's his meal ticket.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game. And the second free throw, good. The Hawks trailed by 7. Young with the ball. Picked up by Battier. Here's Okongwu. Off the left rim and out.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
Rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Pass to Rizichet. Back to Young. Launches a three. The shot will not fall.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Miller, no up. Young outside. Here's Rizichet. The basket good. Off the assist from Young.
Got to get out on that if you're the defense. This rookie Rizichet can really do damage from the perimeter.
Stoudemire outside. Battier for three. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's Memphis with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Looking good at this point, but wanting more. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. The Hawks trailed by 6. Young outside. Pass to Daniels. The kick out to Young. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. 6 to shoot. In the corner, it's Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
And that work was done early as Capella just fought for his position down low.
Here is Cardinal. Pass to Warwick. To the paint. Here is Cardinal. Here is Warwick. Covered by Okongwu.
As a big, once you get position inside, it allows you to fight and come away with a lot of tough boards. That's a shot he's going to bury, especially when left open.
Now here's Jones. Back to Jackson. Fires from deep. It's stolen. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Here's Johnson. And then Johnson with the dunk.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
And how about the sequence in its entirety? Momentum swing, and you love the effort here.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grind-it-out game.
Back to Jackson. Inside. And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That's his 4th foul of the contest. So both teams making some changes here.
Substitution on the court.
Miller with a wide open look. Sinks the three-pointer. Miller's got the game tied up here for the Grizzlies. Pass to LeVert. On the wing, Daniels. He's got 5. Now Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. A nice shot by LeVert.
From range, LeVert's one of those guys you have to respect his shot. He makes enough from beyond where you have to honor him.
There's Miller with the 3.
Not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
Johnson for 3. Excellent D that time from Jones. On the wing, Jones. On the wing, Jones. To the inside. There's Miller with the 3. Atlanta with the rebound.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
And that one's good. Daniels.
Assisted by
Daniels has got the lead up to 7 now for the Hawks. Outside Gasol. Back to Stoudemire. Miller outside. Offensive rebound. Gasol. And just miss after miss right now. Atlanta leading by 7. LeVert in the corner. Back to Daniels. It's LeVert on the wing. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Memphis with the ball. And here's Miller outside. Buries it from 3-point range. Miller's got 18 points.
This is what he does. Find space on the perimeter and then sink the 3.
Back to Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
And that's where you want to feed Clint Capella deep down on the interior part of the paint. Let him power it through.
Battier's shot. Good.
That's one of the best 3-point shooters. You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
That'll be 3 seconds.
Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. And the technical free throw is good.
A truly skillful 7-footer. Pau Gasol doesn't just rely on his size to beat others to buckets and boards. There's a finesse to his game most big men don't possess.
LeVert with it. Jones covering. They grab their own miss. Back to LeVert. Good ball movement here by the Hawks. On the wing, Johnson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And as it goes out of bounds, Atlanta able to keep the ball here.
Hawks substitution.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
Pass to Daniels. Fires the 3. Miller grabs the miss. The Grizzlies trail by 4. Stoudemire outside. Miller with the ball. Count it, and the foul. That one on Rizachet.
Yeah, how about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
He's 0 of 1 from the line, missing on his first trip. And the game still closely contested as we end the third quarter. Hawks ahead. They lead by 2. And after... Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Here's Stoudemire. To the middle. Miller surveying the floor. Kicks it out to Jones. Cans it from downtown.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
To the paint. Out to the right wing. Pass to LeVert. And here's Nance. Here's LeVert. 5 on the clock. Now, man. Guarded by Stoudemire. LeVert from outside. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. And timeout is called by Quinn Snyder. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear. And immediately. Now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Substitution on the court.
During that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Quinn Snyder said to his team. Now it's a close one, so Coach asked his team to keep their focus. He said this game's going to come down to mistakes. If we play clean, we'll win. Great game tonight. Let's see how it winds up. Guys?
Thank you, David. A second chance effort, and he gets the bucket.
Gasol is an accomplished scorer on the inside. Tall, long, crafty, smart. Should I go on?
Pass to Stoudemire. Down low. It's stolen by Nance. LeVert with it. And it's Miller picking him up. Back to LeVert. On its way from Young for 2. And the rebound goes to Pau Gasol.
So weird. Sometimes when you get that much time, it can throw you off just as much as having no time.
Trains it from beyond the arc.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
Pass to Barlow. Here's man. The Hawks again can't hit.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Kept alive. Out to Miller. Another shot. And it's Memphis with another.
Gasol, always known as a great passing big man, has such good vision.
And we'll have a timeout called by Quinn Snyder. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. And so it's Young who brings it up for Atlanta. Looking to get on the board here in the fourth still. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Here's Barlow. Trying to get something going. And it's laid up and in by Young.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Right side Jones. And a miss there on the triple. The Hawks trail by 6. Pass to Young. Now here's Nance. On the wing, Nance. Back to Young. Here's Barlow. The Looking for Young. He gets it there. 5 to shoot. Over Stoudemire. Again, Young missing. And the Grizzlies leading by 6. Right side, Gasol. Stoudemire up top. Outside, Jones. Here's the 3. Good on the triple.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
And I don't know how they keep doing this, but every time down, the resulting possession ends up at the three-point line and a fairly efficient shot attempt at that.
Battier for 3. It's good. That basket, he's now 5 for 9.
And I love when Battier looks for his shot on offense. Great job there.
Here's Young. It's rebounded by Memphis. Battier left side. Chalk up 2 there. And now a 12-point Grizzly lead.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
Atlanta calls timeout. They're trailing by 12. Seconds left in the fourth quarter. Young, no good.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Battier cannot hit. Johnson, a wide open look. Atlanta again missing. And so here's Memphis. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. And is out of bounds. Last touch by Young. There's Miller with the 3. And that comes off the assist by Jones.
They maintained focus all night and along the way put on quite a show.
Yeah, the cool thing is that they look like they're having a blast out there. Everyone on the same page, contributions across the board.
Good on the three-point shot. And the Grizzlies lead by 15.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
Battier's shot, good.
Trey Young.
Fires from way outside. Misses. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Brett